Starting on time. I like that versus battle with Ashanti and Keisha Cole. We love you, Queens, but this is Qualified Opinions, and we are back with another hot episode for the segment that's been lit all year, and sadly, it's dwindling down. But as we get ready to head towards the Super Bowl, it gets even more lit because a lot of matchups on this Conference Championship Sunday. Gang's all here. What's up, fellas?
What's going on?
Speaking of lit, I heard Keisha Cole was lit during that versus. I didn't particularly watch.
They gassed it, bro. She was on. She was a little soft. She wasn't wild out there.
Yeah, doing nothing crazy.
Yeah, she wasn't wild.
It was a great vibe, great energy.
The aesthetics were amazing.
Two beautiful women.
I thought Ashanti was going to win no matter what.
Yeah, I did too.
I thought it was a tie.
So I literally had it 10-10.
I thought it was a tie.
Most people said Ashanti.
I said a tie. I think Keisha did really well for herself.
Especially the first. Keisha bodied the first half. I think Ashanti brought some real smacks out in the second half.
I think it was a great vibe, great aesthetic. And two beautiful queens who need a man. I am available, and I do shoot up the club. But
okay, we giving y'all the conference championship week. I'm gonna spin it over to DC. Sorry, spin it over to DC. He gonna give everybody records what went down last week, and we're gonna give y'all quick picks.
So last week in the divisional round, these three gentlemen went 3-1. I went 2-2
because.
You knew he was going to
Come on, say goodbye to your friend. Go ahead. Say goodbye to your good MAGA brother. Come on.
My good MAGA brother. Like, your guy isn't Trump's homeboy.
Hey, man. Hey.
That ain't a legend.
Hey.
That's not a legend.
You know.
Anyway, good career. Drew Brees, the second greatest quarterback to ever
He's
do it.
not better than Peyton Manning.
The second greatest quarterback to ever do it.
We'll have that conversation.
Can I have a question? Can I state a question? Here's my
question?
Here's my question to you. Was there a year where Drew Brees was the best quarterback in the NFL?
Yes.
When
he threw for 5 stacks, one of the 4 times.
He was the best. It was a couple years.
I can't think of a year where he was the best quarterback in football.
We can say 09 when he won a Super Bowl. We can say 11 when he was like second.
He wasn't better than Peyton Manning in 09. He wasn't better than Peyton Manning.
I just never thought that
he beat him in the Super Bowl, but he wasn't better.
I never thought that Drew Brees was the best quarterback in the league ever throughout his entire tenure. I never thought he was the best quarterback.
But he's still top 5.
One could say Peyton wasn't either.
Top 8.
One could say Peyton wasn't either.
How many MVPs does Peyton have? What is it, like 6?
No,
5?
it's
It's
like
like 4.
like-
I think it's 4.
It's
I think it's 4.
It's
like
like
3
or 4. It's one. I think it's 4. But MVP doesn't mean you're the best player, bro. You know that.
He has 5.
That's it.
5, bro. Come on, yo. 5 MVPs in football, bro.
That doesn't mean you're the best player. Brady was better than him for most of his career.
Brady won more than him. He wasn't better than
Brady
him, bro.
beat him head to head.
But he wasn't better than
With
him.
less
He
talent.
won more.
With less
He
talent.
won more. That doesn't mean that you're better.
He
I got
won
a question.
more with less talent.
Who's a better quarterback?
Bro,
Aaron
if I
Rodgers?
win more with less
That
talent,
don't
I'm
mean
better
that
than you.
That don't mean you better. At the position, no, it don't.
If we going on stats, and Brady is still the best. If you said 5
I'm
MVPs,
I'm going off
I'm
being
talking about
able to
6
play
rings.
the position, bro. Being able to physically play the position.
That's another story for another time. We gonna stick
Tom
we gonna stick
Brady
to the
arm
script.
still looks good at how old is he?
43.
That's all I'm saying.
All I'm saying, Peyton had a severe neck injury
That's
when
what's
nobody
up.
thought he was coming back.
That's what's up. Peyton went out throwing balls looking like frisbees.
He
Like,
probably should have
come
never
on,
came
bro.
back to
Like,
football after the neck injury he had, though.
Peyton was throwing them like paper planes out there.
Exactly. Yo was hoping
I
they
think
made
his first
to the
year
mark.
after the surgery he did win MVP.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. We're not gonna act like he didn't come
He
back
had
from
a
a serious
he had
Two
a-
really good years
He had
after
a
that.
historically great year with 2 Pro Bowl receivers and a Pro Bowl tight end.
Neither
But
one of them did anything after that.
2 Pro Bowl receivers.
Where's
and a
Julius
Pro Bowl
Thomas
tight
right
end.
now? Where's Demarius Thomas?
He got
right
paid.
now.
That was like
Where's
8 years
either
ago.
one of those?
He got both of them
It's like
paid.
8
That's
years
all that
ago.
matters.
And then they did nothing after getting paid.
It don't
though.
matter.
The
He
season
got
after they
them
got
paid.
paid, they did nothing. That's all I'm
He
saying.
got them paid.
When did Brady have 2 Pro Bowl receivers? Russ Welker and Randy Moss for like 2 years. Then what?
That's all I'm saying. Didn't Randy Moss break records? Name
1 year. 1 year.
Beat who was
Brady
throwing?
played in New England for 19.
20, right? I think it was 20.
20. That's even better. Who had better weapons over the course of their career?
Peyton Manning.
Who had a better defense over the course of their career? Tom Brady.
I mean, so
It's not like they
With a bunch of no-name
I was about to say,
people.
now, if you look at like Bob Sanders, Dwight Freeney, Robert
That was
Mathis,
early. That was early Peyton.
early Brady was when they had good defenses.
They had pretty good defenses. We
No,
not
they
gonna act like the
didn't.
Patriots didn't
Who
have
you talking about? Who you talking about?
Malcolm Butler?
Last
Get
year,
out of here.
Just last year, they had the number 1 defense.
Until week 8.
We don't know none
Still,
of
they
them.
did number 1.
They didn't.
Who was
on
the number 1? Who
Who
was on the defense last year?
Besides Gilmore.
What's
Shut
the
up.
middle linebacker
All right, let's
name?
go. Let's
What's
go.
the middle linebacker name? He actually is, he opted out this
Well,
year.
Mayo.
You don't know
Mayo.
him. That's
Yeah,
the
Mayo.
point.
I forgot because he opted out.
Nah,
They
he
got
don't
Mayo,
know, yo.
They got
That's
the
what
McCourty
I'm
twins.
saying.
They got
Oh, Hightower. Mayo's the coach.
Yeah,
See,
Hightower.
look.
How many Pro Bowlers on that defense? Probably 1.
And probably that's fun.
It,
Because J.C. Jackson ain't make it this year, did he?
I'm glad we
He
are
should have,
talking
though.
about Tom Brady because the first matchup on Sunday, NFC Championship game.
Yeah, go ahead, Byron. We knew we was going to you first.
you will come to me last
No,
as
we're gonna go to
champion,
you
and you
first.
will address me as such. But you can go first.
It's on you first. Why don't you pick your white man now?
I want to hear you.
Hey, nah, he got you. Gotta let him have his moment, bro. We going to him last.
He don't want to pick it. We know who he picking.
I
I'll
want to
go
give
first.
my
What's this,
analysis.
the NFC?
NFC Championship.
Packers versus Bucks.
What'll be the weather, Rouse? Meteorologist? Because
I think the high is 30. It's not gonna snow. It's not gonna rain.
Oh, good. Okay, go ahead, Rouse.
You know what? No, I'll go first.
Go ahead, Rel. Do your thing.
Because you know who I'm going with.
I mean, I'm waiting. I don't
You know who
know.
I'm going with.
Do I?
I know who you going
You
with.
know who I'm going with.
I don't know who's going.
Don't-
Tom Brady
Made the
will
Super Bowl
be
last year.
in
Okay.
the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey,
He will take
my
the
man.
Buccaneers to the Super Bowl. This was my prediction at the beginning of the year.
These niggas drunk.
Who?
Both of y'all.
And AB not playing. Watch Brady be making work. He
They got
gonna work
Scotty
magic.
Miller. I think they'll be all right.
All right,
Hey, yo,
so
pencil Aaron Rodgers in the Super Bowl right now, bro. I'm not even gonna have a conversation about it.
I'm gonna go ahead and follow up, and I'm gonna do the same goddamn thing.
What's wrong with these niggas, bro?
Give me A-Rod, mainly because in order for the Bucks to win, they're gonna have to protect Brady like the Secret Service protected Biden at the inauguration. Whereas A-Rod, you don't have to protect him as well because he can make plays with his legs and with his arm. Give me A-Rod.
Okay.
One thing I gotta say is, I think over the course of the playoffs, you've seen teams that have gotten the better of the other team, and then the second or third time around, the team that lost has shown that they learned from the previous mistakes.
Ravens beat the Titans. Browns beat the Steelers. Packers will beat.
Seahawks beat the Rams. Well, they went 1-1, but it's
They
a
went
little
1-1.
different.
Well,
they,
the Browns
they
beat
won the last
Steelers
match
twice, so I mean,
No, the Seahawks won the last one. Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's what
and
I'm
they
saying.
lost,
They did. So I mean, I think you'll see a lot of the
The
mistakes.
Browns beat the Steelers once because they didn't
because
play.
I think the whole game last time was all around that pick six Aaron Rodgers threw. After that pick six, the game just
One out of hill. Yeah, because if you look at Brady's numbers in that game, they weren't that
not
great.
good. It was just
weren't that
defense.
great.
They had a lot of short fields. They were playing the numbers. I don't think you're going to see that. While I don't think the AB injury is like that huge to this team, I don't think it really matters because he didn't really play a lot of last game.
Yeah.
You saw a lot of the rookies, Scotty Miller, and I forgot the other guy. You saw a lot of them in the last game as well. They made some crucial catches, but I just think this is going to be Aaron Rodgers' moments. This is his first time ever playing in a championship game home. I think he's gonna. I think they have fans. So they're going to be able to you might say a Lambeau leap. I don't think we've seen too many Lambeau leaps this season, but
Nobody
you'll
leap
see
into
one on Sunday.
They gonna fall into that stand.
I'm going with the
and
Pack
not-
as well. Spread is 3.5. Do they cover?
Yes.
I'm gonna say 27-24 Green Bay Packers.
Give me 6.
27-24 Green Bay
Go
Packers.
ahead. Go ahead.
Oh man, you good? You done? So I think this game is going to come down to which team can run the football better. One, that is a philosophy I do believe because I think the Patriots have found balance in their offense. That win last week was very Patriot-esque. Run the football, short, quick, intermediate passes. Let the defense do what they do. Levante David and Devin White were
It's
fantastic.
just the inefficiencies of Drew Brees more so than it was the.
I think
defense.
I think Todd Bowles' defense is really aggressive, which can be a detriment, but also be great, which you saw last week. I think he will bring pressure because the Rams did not bring
Mike
any
Thomas had
pressure.
0 catches.
Yeah, the Rams did not bring any pressure to Brady last
I
week.
think that was just the inefficiency of the offense versus the defense.
I think they played a good game though.
I thought all the picks that he threw were horrible Drew Brees. I didn't think any of them
No,
were
one
the
of
defense.
them.
No, one of
was
them,
super
yeah.
deflection. That was wild.
I'm talking about the one on the sideline. I'll give you that. But
And-
I didn't think that was a good throw either. He threw it into triple coverage.
Both of these offensive lines are
Receivers
playing great.
Jared Allen's fumble. Like, it was. I didn't think the defense really. I mean,
Jared
I will
Cook.
say the offense
Man,
executed.
Jared Allen.
I'm sorry, Jared Cook. I think the offense did take advantage of the turnovers, but I don't really think that I think the Bucks have just had an easy route. They faced two teams that were.
I just think that
Perfect.
Tampa has the better defense of the two. I think the ability to get pressure on Rodgers is going to be huge because both offensive lines, especially the Packers, are great. I mean, they lost their left tackle when they slid the kid over.
I think the Packers
He was
have a
great.
vacuum or over the season?
the Packers have a better pass rush, but I think the Bucks have a better front seven, especially with their linebacker. They got two best linebackers in the NFL.
Two best linebackers. I think
Crazy.
that's the only position that they win in at though is linebackers.
I think Ndamukong Suh. I think
him and
JPP,
Kenny Clark are
they can
washed
do
together.
it.
Kenny Clark.
I might take Kenny Clark personally. You know I like Kenny Clark.
Sue washed.
I think Mike Evans has a big day.
Sue is washed.
I think
Jai Alexander?
I think Mike Evans is going to have a nice day. I think him and Godwin are going to play well. Godwin's
think
been a little
Godwin-
Mike
gimmicky.
Evans need to have a nice day. He got locked up again,
Yeah, it was
I
one
told
catch,
y'all he
the
was gonna-
touchdown.
and it was 3 yards.
Yeah, it was a slant.
You told me he wasn't gonna get no catches though.
Right, because one catch for 3 yards is so much better.
He is hurt.
I didn't say he was. I said, do y'all think he's going to get a catch? In 3 games,
I
he had
said
one
yes.
catch
I
for
said
3
But
yards.
I do think it will come down to what team can run the football better, which team can keep that quarterback upright the longest. And I think it comes down to also we need to enjoy this game. 2 living legends. I know I throw a lot of shade at my good friend Aaron Rodgers, but he is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. And Tom Brady is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. We ain't going to get into the list. Whatever you feel is what you feel. But we're getting to watch these 2 play. It's amazing. I said this will happen when the bracket came out. They were playing the NFC Championship game. Looks like that's what we're getting here. We need to enjoy it. Playing at Lambeau's tough. I think it's going to be important for the Buccaneers to get off to a fast start. But they have to bring pressure on Aaron Rodgers. Can't let him sit back there all day and, you know what I mean, drink his bourbon, drink his whiskey. Got to get after him. Devontae Adams, he's been eating up everybody. I don't know if they can stop him.
Who is sticking him on that defense?
I think they're going to have to use a lot of different types of coverages.
They had to double team.
Yeah,
though.
they're going to have to double team him.
Why
I
do you not double team anyway?
But I do think with the linebacking core,
be
they
honest.
can contain Tanyan, who, like Rel said, has been a key because he's just
He's
always
a
I keep
open.
A-Rod
telling
product.
y'all.
But he's always open.
No,
A-Rod
It don't matter if he's good. He's always open.
he just be open because nobody pays him mind.
That's
But
what
they
we
will
saying,
pay him
bro.
mine this week
That's
because
what
they
I'm
can stay
saying.
with
They
him.
haven't been paying him mind for 18 weeks.
I
19.
never-
What you think this game about
It's
to
the
change?
playoffs. You have no choice but to take
Last
away
week, they
the
didn't
best.
pay him. Yo, every catch he had, I swear to God, it was nobody within 5 yards of this man. I think I've seen that all season. There's literally nobody. He fell down a couple weeks ago, got up and caught a touchdown pass, and the closest man was still 10 yards away. He fell during his route.
He was blocking at first.
No, he didn't.
I think that's
he
the same
released.
route.
He released.
I
Literally
think
was
that's the
running
route
a
he was
post.
blocking. He fell, got up.
No, he ran a post. He ran a post and fell at the corner.
Is
and the
Rojo
corner just
playing?
let him go.
Ronald Jones?
Well,
I'm
he's been
not
playing
sure.
all the way. He's just been he's
He's
limited.
been banged up.
I think Fournette
He's a
is
hamstring
earning his money. I love that pickup in the offseason. I think that was for a bag of Skittles. It was easy.
I mean, I think the thing with Fournette is
he was
you've-
a healthy scratch a couple times. So
No, I think
he
the
just
thing-
is one of those guys mentally, I think.
I think this is perfect for him though
Locked
because
in.
he didn't coming into his career. He's been 100+ touches every season that he's been in the league. So this is probably the second time he's ever probably gotten to the postseason. And
Yeah.
then other than that, he's rested. He's fresh.
Rojo's not on the injury report.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that's
He
important for
played
them
last
to
game.
yeah, I think, but he got banged up.
All right, pick
So,
your white man so we can move on.
Just
Yeah,
want
bro.
to say, I think we have never seen a team play in their home stadium for the Super Bowl. Who else? Who better than the football god himself, the man who is better than White Jesus, Tom Brady? Take him to Tampa, and they will allow fans. Who knows, America? I might have to take a trip down to Tampa, which will
Support
be
your white
home.
brother.
You know, hey,
With his
they're
MAGA
allowing
hat.
fans. There might be up to 25 to 30,000 fans at the Super Bowl. So if you like that type of thing, socially distance and take your ass to Tampa, warm weather, no state income tax. And I'm going with Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think Bruce Arians coached a hell of a game last week, out-coached Sean Payton. He'll do it again this week against Matt LaFleur, who has been fortunate.
Bro.
What's his name, DC?
His name is Matt LaFleur.
Whatever.
Emphasis on the
Who out-coached Sean McVay last week, give him credit. But I think Brady and his team is focused. Brady has this team playing the right way, believing they can get it done. And he's going to get it done on Sunday. Enjoy this game, America. 2 living legends, 2 of the greatest 5 quarterbacks of all time, and the greatest white man of all time, baby.
You sure?
Yes.
I think greatest white man of all time might be Mark Cuban, but
Shout out to Delonte West, man. He
Yeah,
got that man a
facts.
job. He turning around in life. Shout out to you for that.
Got
Mark.
clean
Mark
and
Cuban.
all that.
Hey, it might be Jack Dorsey from Twitter as well. Gave $1 billion to support COVID relief and banned Trump and his nonsense from his
And
platform.
I'm sorry I'm
first.
about to call you this, but shout out to Jeff Bezos' wife. Sorry I don't know your name, but you be out here donating money to them HBCUs,
She
shorty.
does do that. Next game.
Well, I'm gonna go last since you want to be a whole hoe about it. I called this man's greatness, so I'm going last. You go first.
You're not picking the Bills.
Right.
Spoiler alert,
No.
America. These 2 teams played early in the season, and it will not be a reverse, just like the first game, because the Chiefs are going to win. Patrick Mahomes is playing, and we can go ahead and book Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady in the Super Bowl, and we'll see what happens. I said the Chiefs were going to go back-to-back. This is what's going to happen. The Ravens, unfortunately, shit themselves. They didn't make it. So the Bills took advantage of it. This is a team.
Yeah.
I think these are 2 teams who will be in the playoff competition for years to come.
I'm going to let you know now. We all know one of the Bills' weaknesses is that defense. And I
Especially the secondary.
Pat about the ain't no playing zone.
Tyreek Hill's
Ain't
about
no
to eat.
playing man.
Travis Kelce.
Like you got to get after Pat, and I don't see the Bills doing that.
And they can't run the ball either.
Yeah. And as we said, the Chiefs get timely turnovers, so
I just think the Bills are a little too one-dimensional, and that showed his head last week against the Ravens. Just that the Ravens' offense couldn't capitalize off of it.
exactly.
But you're gonna have to run the football to some extent, and they can't do
They
it.
put up 10 points without that interception from Lamar.
Yeah, so I think Like I said, I think they don't have enough run game for me to believe in them. The Chiefs can run the ball if you force them to.
And Josh Allen's gonna make a mistake this week. I think this is the week he makes a mistake.
That's what I
Give me
said.
Kansas City.
Chiefs
Spread is
force
3.
timely turnovers.
Spread is 3. They'll cover.
And Pat playing.
You ain't gonna do it.
Pat has never started and finished a playoff game and not scored.
I mean, if Brady makes it, come on down, Buffalo. Yes, come down to Tampa. We'll take you. You and Bills Mafia. Shout out to Bills Mafia, by the way, donating to the Backpack Foundation.
That's a good look.
Classy organization
got
up
no
there.
dollars on you, nigga.
He about to put one on Patrick Mahomes. Oh, this man got some money in America.
You betting on the Chiefs?
He putting money on the Chiefs. Put all your money.
dollar bills to win this fucking game
That's
and make
because you
it to
just
the
don't
Super
like the
Bowl.
Chiefs. It's
No,
not that he
I
believes in the Bills.
I think at this point, it's a couple things. Let me explain to you why I think the Bills going to win this.
All right, so we're not gonna talk about how Rob's just in the strip club, America.
Right.
We're not gonna talk about these stripper singles. who just
Let
come
me
on
explain
TV.
to this, right? One, we
One
are
smelling like booty cheeks.
right
on
now
my
they're the
table.
hottest team in the NFL currently, if you ask me. If you're going off
Is
last
that
year to this
Chanel
year,
number
they
5?
are the hottest team in the NFL. And I feel as though Josh Allen, who I predicted to be great, shout out to you, my brother. I'm mad that you beat my team, but we'll get into that another day.
We'll see him again.
I don't really think that was you. I think that was a lot of other stuff, but we'll talk about that later.
We beat us, but that's
I also feel as though the Chiefs have not looked as dominant as that 14-2 record states. And I believe that this team, first off, the fact that the Browns couldn't capitalize last week is a story.
I
of another
mean,
day.
yeah. By the way, they
But
were looking as dominant until Pat got hurt last week.
against the Browns, though. I know the Browns just did what they did to the Steelers, but they are still the same Browns. I'm sorry,
I think they are turning the corner,
but it's slowly.
but they are a perennial playoff team now. You can say that.
I mean,
they got heart.
Think of all that fucking.
They got heart.
They should have been a perennial playoff
Whatever,
team.
Rashad. I hate that rule that when you fumble, it's a touchback. I think you should get the ball at the one.
Yeah, they
I'm
need.
sorry,
that was Rashad Higgins.
No, you shouldn't get ball to one.
No,
You
I don't
should-
think you should be punished.
You should be punished. You fumbled the ball.
No,
You didn't
but if
cover.
you were
should
reaching for
definitely be
and you
punished.
got helmet to helmet, I think you should
I
get.
think that was my issue with the players. That it was helmet to helmet. Not
He wasn't defenseless. I'm not trying to hear that either. I believe
helmet to helmet though.
he wasn't defenseless.
But he
He
led
dove.
with that
He
motherfucker.
dove. You shouldn't have dove. If
think
you
he just
if
being
you'd have ran
fumbled.
straight up, you wouldn't have been helmet to helmet. So with that being said, I do think the touchback should go back to the 20, but the team should keep the ball. The fact is a turnover is
Yeah,
wild.
that's wild. That's wild.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my problem. Like they give the whole team,
The other team the ball. That's
Oh.
wild.
Yeah. I just feel like they should start at the
20
red zone,
25,
like you said.
like a touchback. Like
I would have
touchback
liked to
to
see the
yourself.
Browns run the ball a little bit more, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, they didn't run the Browns.
Or
in
the
the
Bills
second
run the
half.
ball, which they don't do. But
I think the Browns not running the ball against us was more so us versus their
The Bills not
inefficiencies.
running the ball.
I think they do have inefficiencies in running the ball, but do you really want to run the ball against the Ravens defense? Like, let's be honest. With the inefficiencies that they had,
Do you really want
that
to
was
throw
gonna-
against us though?
I'd rather throw against us than run. Yes,
Bro, they didn't
Yes.
attempt. They even had like 2 runs.
Four.
in
I think
the
they had
first-
4 rushing. They had 3 rushing attempts in the first half. One was a run that went for no yards. The other one was a run by Josh Allen, which was not an actual run. And the other one was Josh Allen kneeling the ball. So they technically really only had 1 full-out rushing play. But that's neither here nor there. I think our defense, you literally just... I cannot think of a year, well, it's like 1 or 2, where you really wanted to run against our defense. I think they knew coming into the game, they had to get ahead of the sticks.
Shit.
And the only way they were going to do that was passing the ball.
Ain't nobody
I
talking
think
about
you're
the
going to see
Tennessee.
them running the ball a little bit more on the Chiefs versus us. I think you're going to see a little bit more Devin Singletary because you don't have Brandon Williams. You don't have Calais Campbell and all of these people that are in the middle. And I'm taking the Bills to win this game. I know I'm the only one. That's fine. I'm taking the Bills. If we even out, it's okay because you picked Brady, so it's okay. I'm good.
It
But
don't matter because I beat you during the regular season,
that's fine too.
and you were last place. Right?
I got a double on you in the regular
Were you
season.
in last-
Were you in last place too?
place?
So we
Were you in
even.
last
We
place?
even. You win next year, then you can talk trash to me.
I'm just saying.
If you got more wings than me, you can talk trash. But we equal right now.
Oh man,
We equal.
Come on.
All right, but let's move on to the heartbreak of the season. As you all know, watching, we are all devoted Ravens fans here, and we did get our asses kicked. No, that's really what happened, if you ask me. On the offensive side of the ball, we got our asses kicked.
No, we just couldn't move the ball.
No, we was moving the ball. We
Not
had
really,
a couple
not really, bro.
opportunities. I'm just saying we didn't capitalize on the minimal opportunities that we had.
Skip Bayless did point out that when Lamar only had the wind to his
He
back
played really
in one
well.
quarter,
He
and
played really well.
He threw for 110 yards in that
played
one
really
Yeah, he
quarter.
balled out the
So-
second quarter.
so-
He did.
That's crazy.
And he got hurt going into the fourth, where he
Yeah,
might have
he-
been able to do something after
Yeah,
that. But
we can't say there were a lot of
because we
different
was in
things.
striking
The
distance.
win was real. If you watch the game, you could see the
Both teams
flags.
missed.
Yeah, 2 field goals missed by both teams. So that's really a
Justin
wash.
Tucker's not just any kicker, so I don't take that as a grain of salt. That is a goddamn not supposed to
No,
happen.
but you could tell that it was.
I was still- I
think
was
even in the
still shocked.
misses. I think even in the
That's what I'm
misses. you
saying.
could tell
Even in
though.
that win, the things we've seen him kick in, I'm not. I'm like, what
The
hell
only
is he
reason
doing?
why I say I'm still I'm not surprised is because when Justin Tucker missed, he hit the goalpost.
He hit both
when
goalposts.
I can't remember his name, but when the Bills kicker missed, it was wide.
Fast.
It was not close.
Don't got goggles on.
So that's that's the kicker for the Colts.
Oh, all right.
So that shows.
Blankenship.
Yeah, that's the kicker for the Colts. So it shows you that Justin Tucker is still Justin Tucker. Both of those were still close. It was just at the last second. The win was, hey guys, and it just kind of went over. But we all know it was a couple things that ended that game.
A pick six.
One, the pick six. That was very detrimental. I'm still not sure why Lamar hasn't learned to not eye down receivers in certain situations.
He only does it randomly, and that's the thing where it's hard
Yeah.
to coach.
And B, I'm not sure why
He doesn't just take the easy play.
the checkdowns be there, bro. And really quickly, because you know I was going to bring this up. Greg Roman, I swear to God, if I see any slot outs next season with streaks on the outside,
You will.
I'm going to come find you. Bro. It's no reason we ran streaks on the ends with JK and Mark Andrews inside running slot outs. With at least add an option to it. Let them possibly go inside. If they like what they see, add a post to it.
My thing is, you gotta if that's a situation, I think you put your quickest guy. Hollywood goes in the slot. Let him run an option route in the slot.
He should be out Tyreek
Something,
Hill.
bro. Something. You should not. And if it's there, Lamar, take it. Take the check down. Take the 5 yards.
That's what the greats do.
This is a team that can't really get back and down in distances because we do not have any receivers that the other team fears. It is easy to double up on Hollywood, one over the top, and
Once you get 3rd and 5 and longer on the Ravens offense,
it's tough.
You have to rely on Lamar to make a special play to get that.
Even that 3rd and 18 where he ran. Most quarterbacks ain't getting that.
Offense it just isn't built that way.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to understand down and distance and get what you can when you can.
Yeah.
So we can keep the
I
football
still
moving.
think the Ravens just still beat. Even look at.
I agree with you that we beat ourselves.
Yeah, even look at when Huntley came in, we just missed plays because that play
fourth
to
down throw?
Hollywood.
I think
that
was
was
the win, though.
touchdown.
I think that was the win, and I think Hollywood kind of slowed down.
No, he hummed that motherfucker.
Yeah, it was no way he was
hummed
catching
it.
that.
Yeah,
That was an overthrow.
Yeah,
No,
he hummed it.
Wind or not, it was
But
overthrow.
we had the wind at our backs at that point. So
Oh.
I do think a little bit of it was the fact that the wind probably took it a little bit further than he
Possibly,
anticipated it.
but I guess
And he was
again,
also
If the
cold.
wind was in our back, it probably would have slowed it down. No, he hummed.
No, not if the wind is going with us. Like if you throw and the wind is
Into-
pushing.
no,
yeah,
But I'm
not
saying
into-
Lamar was throwing it in that way in the second quarter and was on the money.
I do think
I mean,
that
but Huntley was cold though. And,
Nah,
and
he
it's-
played quarterback,
He's only,
bro.
but he was on a practice squad. Up
All he
until,
had to do
like,
was
2
put a
weeks
little
ago.
bit
He was
more
warming
air
up.
I
underneath
mean, he
it,
was
bro.
warming up. It's not.
I'll start low and end high. Definitely, the offensive line has to improve.
Agreed.
Definitely. So, what concerned me, what I heard recently, is literally the same shit they said last year. Said the shit before that, the year before that. Ever since Lamar's been a starter. Even if you want to go back to Flacco. They literally said, we're not changing what we do. We're going to do the same types of things we do, which is run the football, which is great. It works during the regular season. It works great during the regular season. But when teams know we're going to run the football, like I've always said, we struggle. Hence why I do not believe that we will be able to beat teams like the Chiefs. We didn't beat the team like the Bills. It's unfortunate, but they basically said we're not changing anything. They're not getting rid of Greg Roman. They're not going to bring in a passing game coordinator, sounds like, from what I'm hearing.
Well, we already
just right
have
now.
one, so I think we have.
Who?
We have David.
Who?
David.
Man, get his ass out of here. He can go too. But anyway, I'm cool with keeping Greg Roman because I think that is what we do best, run the football. But the fact they're not bringing anybody in that's young, maybe from college, somebody in the NFL that maybe wants a job that could help us and be Lamar's quarterback coach, be on his mechanics, like DC said, make sure he's consistent, is very, very upsetting to me because I feel like, damn, they're going to try to do the same thing next year. We're going to get in the same position. We'll win 10, 11, 12 games, get to the playoffs, win a game or two, maybe even get to the AFC Championship game. But when it's time for us to really make plays through the passing game, we're not going to be able to. And that's what I feel
So
like.
do you want your head coach to come out and say we're changing everything?
No, I want them to say
We're evaluating.
You see, but you hear what the comments they made. I'm sure we all tapped in. We heard what they said.
that's what-
It sounded like they don't want to change nothing.
My thing is, you should at least be open to change because what you are doing right now isn't getting
Is
us
it
to
not
the
working?
ultimate goal.
Exactly.
It gets us to in the
It's
door.
just it keeps us like a very nice team in the regular season, and that's not what the Ravens are known
Yes,
for.
we need to improve the
Before the
offensive
Lamar
line.
Jackson era, the Ravens had the highest postseason win percentage in NFL history. So
Exactly.
we need to get back to doing things that are successful in the playoffs, which is being versatile, being multiple, being hard to defend.
I'm about to say, look at Flacco. Nobody's sitting here saying he's great, but he made
10
plays.
and 5 in the playoffs.
He made plays when we need him with his fucking arm.
I would love to say it's add another receiver. I don't know how that's going to happen. We don't really have a lot of cap money. Another inside, a right guard and a center. We need both of those.
You're going to address that in the draft because you're not going to sign nobody.
Yes,
Maybe
I
Alex
agree.
Mack. That's the only person I can think of.
He's
Want
old,
money.
but maybe
At
1
this
year
point,
deal.
does he? I think at this point, he
I mean,
wants to-
rumblings
He
about
was on
do we
the
go after
Falcons for a couple
Julio?
years.
Do we have to go
who's
out
that old
Galladay?
center that we got? Kruger. I mean, not
McCarr?
No, Burt.
Score?
Burt.
Matt
Burt. Oh, he was-
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was,
I
he was
actually
pretty
don't
decent
mind.
at a.
He was really good.
I think at this
old
point,
age.
I'm not trying to be funny, but Alex Mack signed that big deal to go to Atlanta, and they did nothing.
So you think like a 1 year deal, maybe?
At this point, I think he wants to win.
Like
In
a
the last
1 year-
2 seasons, the Falcons
Yeah,
have been trash.
Before the Falcons, he was in Cleveland.
Exactly.
On a
at
1 year
this-
deal, I
he
would love
wants
to have him.
win.
If he wants to give us a 1 year
Yeah,
deal,
he wants
like I
to
said, I
win.
do think we need a receiver. However, we're going to do that. They don't like drafting receivers in the first round, so I don't know if they will.
I don't think we're gonna need to find somebody to call plays to throw it to them. I think we need to. We have.
So
good
you want to get
receivers
rid
that we
of
don't
Greg
use.
Roman?
I don't want to say get rid of, but I think somebody else needs to diagram passing plays for us. Maybe the combination of
Yes,
different
that works
playbooks.
under Greg Roman.
Yeah.
Develops the pass plays, gives them to Greg Roman, and says, "Hey, Greg, when you don't want to run anymore, you want to throw, play action,
It seems like he
RPOs,
wants to
wagons,
run.
rollout, screens."
Somebody asked me this earlier because I stated this. They told me, does that negatively impact Greg Roman? Because one of the things that makes Greg Roman's offense what it is that a lot of everything looks the same. So if you go from looking the same to just completely different, people kind of know what you're
It
doing.
only works when you're in certain yardages. If you're in 3rd and 9, it's not gonna look the same anyway.
I was just asking. That was my response. I just wanted to hear what
I
y'all
just-
was gonna say.
I don't really care about the deception of it. I think the deception is cool with run plays. All the run plays can look identical and be completely different, but throwing the ball, we can look like a completely different team as far as I'm concerned.
I just think to kind of go positively, I do think we had some injuries. Getting Ronnie Stanley back, getting Nick Boyle back will be huge because I did say we think another tight end, but I forgot.
Tavon Young.
Can he stay healthy? I don't know, but hopefully he'll be back, and I think those could help immediately because I think this team's window is still open. You still have a couple more,
Well,
2 more
still a
years
young-
on Lamar,
still a young team.
Hollywood, Andrews, Orlando Brown, Ronnie Stanley's locked up, JK show what he can do, get better blocking and receiving, young man. We love what you can do running the ball.
God, that missed
Yeah,
block,
he dropped the pass
he
too.
dropped
He
two
dropped 2 passes.
Dropped a couple
Missed the block. So those are things. That's why he's not on the field all the time a lot as well. Gus, bring him back. Maybe look at bringing one of these veteran receivers in, like a Willie Snead back for a year. I don't know. They
I don't want
can
Willie.
do something.
My issue.
Let Duvernay play.
My
next
issue,
year.
yeah, my issue
agree.
with Willie is we have Duvernay and Prochet, and they all the same.
I
Dude,
wanna
so
see
you
what
might as well
yeah.
let the younger cheaper guy
And you got the soft guy Miles Boykin. We can throw him out there to stalk block because that's the one thing he can do.
Yeah, he
He's
doesn't
definitely
even
a
look
great
for the
blocker.
football.
But yeah, that's about it. But I will say as well, I'll give him the defense. A lot of the times when he's open, Lamar does not look his way. So I will give him that in his
Wonder
defense
why.
as well. Just giving it to him.
And some of those routes, Boykin got to help his
I
quarterback out.
wonder
Agreed.
why.
Use that body.
At
Agreed.
6'5".
I'm just saying. I'm not disagreeing.
I just hate
with
that
you.
we see the potential
Just
sometimes,
saying.
then he just disappears. But I think another positive, our schedule next year is light work. I think we
Our
are.
roll schedule.
I think
is
we
amazing.
are at least a 10-11 win team, minimal if we can stay healthy. I think Lamar will take the next step. I think we know here, all at this desk, and real Ravens fans know this guy has gotten better. First red zone interception ever. It's Tom Brady's not even doing that. I love Tom Brady. So Aaron Rodgers, all of these guys. So he's going to take the next step. I think the accountability is going to be needed. He knows he needs to get better. He knows teams aren't going to let him run. So he's going to have to throw. And I think he will make the needed changes. Does he need to get better? Yes. Does he need better play calls? Yes. Put some help around him. Offensively, we need to address some things. And like I said, be more innovative. But I love that schedule next year. I think at
And
least
I
10,
will
11 wins.
say-
people do got.
I will say that I feel like Lamar is definitely open to
He wants to
getting
be
better.
He wants
Because
to
if
win.
you pay attention to him, he's not that run first quarter. He's staying in the pocket.
And I think after COVID, he played at an MVP level.
He's staying in the
Played at an
pocket.
MVP
So
level.
if we can just get some better plays,
And get him a guy that can snap the ball.
get the receivers open. I know we probably running the same route tree. Like, I know it is. Somebody shallow.
And
Somebody
that's another thing
run
about Greg
deep.
Roman. Greg Roman, you know your center can't snap the ball. Why are you in the pistol? Go into the I formation, tell your quarterback, put his hand under his butt, pause, and get the damn ball. And I'm not trying to be funny. Just do it. That's a simple fix. If your center can't snap the ball, why are you still in the pistol? I don't get that. It's stupid. Everybody can run I formation. They do that in Pee Wee football.
We were actually doing better out of our formation.
Exactly.
We were.
Exactly. That's what I'm
And
saying. That is stuff as an offensive
Those
coordinator.
bad
Why
snaps
aren't you
is
doing
what
it?
got Lamar hit out.
3
the
bad
game.
snaps in that
Yeah.
game. Terrible.
Hit out the game.
I think
It was only 3.
it might have been more.
It might have been more, bro.
Being generous. But
been-
those are
it's been
things
a
I don't like to
terrible
see.
Lamar was our best receiver. That we just gonna put it like that because he was.
And Harbaugh has to
You
know
feel me?
that
Like-
what it takes to win. He was fortunate with the teams he had, but he's going to have to make adjustments, him and his coaching staff. Wink, I'm glad you're not going anywhere. Thank God for you. You're the
think
best
he wants
coach
to
we
be.
have. I think the Rob Ryan hire is not as bad as people are making it seem. As long as he's not calling plays, I'm cool with it.
No, I'm about to say I think he's
He's good as a he's gonna be like linebacker coach.
Inside
Oh, that's what he
linebacker.
does best. Yeah, I like Rob. I like the fire he'll bring. He'll fit right in that room with Wink. Defense should still be a top 10 defense next year. Like I said, the schedule. You want to read the schedule? I think it's
Timberlake Harrison.
it's a light schedule to me. 10, 11 wins at least, and that's just being half class full. I really think it could be 12 or 13 wins.
I just think the offense needs to take that next step. The defense has been getting us as far as the defense
I
can
can tell you
take.
what, if the
Take
offense
that
finishes
step,
25th or below, we won't win anything next year.
I agree. It can't be last. And I would love.
Yes.
We got Eric DeCosta. We love what you've done in the draft recently. You only got 2 picks in the first 3 rounds. You know you don't have as many as you usually have. I think 6 picks overall. I think at 27 you can get value, and I think they may trade back for more
Might get
picks.
an O-lineman.
We trade unless the old lineman we
I
want
think
for him,
Alex
I think
Leatherwood could be there. The injury to him, he is the best center in college football. Roll Tide, national champions.
I like the one from Oklahoma too.
He's pretty good.
One of them will be there. So
Yes,
but
get one of
Oklahoma.
them. Stay, and I think in round 2 get another dynamic playmaker
I think
for
you
Lamar.
probably get him late in this.
What do we do with?
When is the other pick?
First and second round, no
Yeah,
third.
We have no third, no fifth.
So
think it's
6
no
picks on.
6. One of them. It's one
it's
of
no
them.
fifth. The fifth.
They got to hit on the first 2 picks.
Giannis.
They can't miss on the first 2 picks. They got to get guys that can come and make an impact. Offensive line, wide receiver, pass rusher, because we got a lot of decisions to make. Do y'all want Yannick or Judon back?
That's what I was about
One.
to say. Yannick,
One.
Judon, Tyus
Bring back
Bowser.
one. Honestly, of the 3 of them, Tyus Bowser had the most consistent season.
Yeah.
Of the 3 of them, Ngakoue was the most disappointing. And of the 3 of them, Judon probably is going to command the most money based on
I think Judon's gone.
my eyes.
My
see.
issue with so I understand why people say Yannick didn't do a lot, but I've always slightly gave him the slight nod of I think I saw improvements over the week of him understanding our defense. My thing with him is he has to get better against the run. And two things.
I think he was better than I thought he was. I think
he's better than I thought he was, but
I
I
need to
still
see
need
those
that.
rushes
Didn't he get a
turn
sack?
into sacks.
Didn't he get a sack
I
in
think
that
he
game?
had.
Yeah,
I
he
think he
did.
had 2.
But I also need
since
to-
he's been with us.
I also need to see him. I think he had like
3.
2.5.
Like
versus
He
the
had
Jags.
2. He had 2 against the Jags, and he
Yeah.
had 1 more.
Yeah. But I need to
But
see
3 in what? 8 games? That's terrible.
I need to see him have a separate move. Like I think a lot of the times when we
He's just
see
speed.
him, it's just straight speed, and sometimes he gets blocked out of the play. So if he can spin back inside or anything of that nature that allows him to get himself back in the play, that's what I need to see. From
I think Judon has a more consistent game than he
I think
does.
Judon just gets a lot of pressures. I don't think Judon gets sacks either. That's my
Judon led
issue.
us in sacks for the last 2 years.
What does that mean on a team that does not get him?
We finished like 3rd in sacks last year.
We blitz a lot, bro.
Blitz the
Sacks,
most.
but he still led us
I'm saying
in
on-
sacks.
How many- what do you have, like
I'm saying
11
on
sacks?
full-
10?
on-
I think he had 10.
No, he had like 8 or 9.
But
this
I'm-
year he had like 8 or,
Judon,
eight
yeah.
or
I'm saying
9. But
to-
last year I think he had 10.
To
Like
beat
9
the
and a
Chiefs,
half,
you
yeah.
can't blitz. You can't blitz the way we blitz. Even if
I
you
think
look
you
at
switch it
the
up, though.
Bills, the Bills, we did not blitz heavy against the Bills. We did not.
But I don't think you blitz all day. You got to switch it up sometimes.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm saying going off the Bills game, we
Even though the
rarely blitzed the Bills.
Even though the Bills blitzed us all the time.
Judon's
whole
a much
game.
more productive.
He had
pass
9.5 last year. He had 6 this year.
I think Judon gets big money somewhere.
He's
and I
gonna
think,
get big. He's gonna get
I think
paid.
Yannick can be coming.
I wouldn't
Maybe
be surprised if we.
I
I
think we
don't
just
think he's gonna
franchise.
get
I
that
wouldn't be
much
surprised
money.
if we keep
Can't
both
afford
of
it.
them.
I think
Can't afford it.
franchise.
I
will.
don't think he's gonna get that much money. I'm looking at his sacks.
But Jacksonville has like $100 million almost, so
he
they can
never
sign him.
eclipsed 10 sacks. We
Judon
might
is a-
could keep him.
Judon has amazing pressures, bro. He gets pressure.
Yeah.
does
Yeah,
not
he
get a
never
lot of
eclipsed
sacks.
10 sacks.
And
bro.
Ngakoue doesn't
I wouldn't pay him big money
It's-
just because I know he's not going to give you what you
But I
want.
know Judon gets consistent pressure, as you said. So I don't know if he'll demand a lot of money
I'd
because
take
the
Judon over
stats.
Ngakoue if I could choose.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
And Bowser is the best coverage skills of any linebacker we have, really. He drops in the coverage and catches picks regularly.
Yeah, but he's gonna get overpaid, so we might as well just leave him out the conversation. Let's be honest.
Bowser?
It's been like 5-6 years he's been with us, and
he had like the last 2 have been good, but whatever.
decent last year. Decent.
He was really good this
it was
year.
really good
I-
this year.
I think he had big moments. I don't think he was really good. He, had
He
big
just didn't
moments.
play as enough,
Yeah,
honestly. But I think when he played,
I
he
think
made
his-
an impact.
I think his original issue was Tim Williams. The fact that we kind of gave Tim Williams a little bit too much reps,
Trash.
we didn't give him the reps. That might have been his biggest issue because we went linebacker that year.
I am worried about Jalen Ferguson because he doesn't play, and I'm worried about Ben Powers because he's trash. So I just had to throw that out there.
He's so 50-50, bro. At some moments
Sorry,
he's
Phillips
good.
is trash.
DJ
DJ Fluker is
We've
super trash.
definitely missed with that offensive line pick.
Tyree Phillips was always
We'll-
going to be a.
We'll get them back. Don't worry about it.
Matabuke looks good though. He could be the next good pass rusher up front.
Washington didn't really look that good this season.
I like the defense. We just have some work doing on offense. Long story short,
I think we need pass rush on the defense. I think we need consistency, and I think we need.
Hopefully Tavon can stay out there.
I,
They're a
I
great
would
secondary.
like more secondary depth
Whew,
as well.
that'd be a lovely
We still
secondary.
don't
And your
honestly-
Manny Marshall come back next year.
We still honestly don't have a true free safety. But let's just run through the games next year. At home, we have Bengals, Browns, Steelers, Chiefs, Chargers, Packers, Vikings. And Colts away, we have Chicago, the Bears, the Bengals, the Browns, the Broncos, the Lions, the Dolphins, the Raiders, and the Steelers. That is a pretty.
That's why I say I can see at least double-digit wins.
That's a pretty
Just
fun-
off of our ability right now. Give Dez another shot on the practice squad. See what he can do for you for the off season.
I'm okay with that as well.
I say practice squad. I ain't say you put him on the active
I
roster.
didn't use him in the.
And I like Hundley. If worst come to worst, if it's like a situation where we have to have him start for a game, I'm okay with it because he's better than Whoopi the third. What you call him?
Who?
Bob.
Yeah, Bob.
You were a great backup. Thank you for your service, Mark
He was a
Ingram.
great backup.
Thank you for your service. I'm
Mark
just saying.
Ingram, shout out to you
Yeah,
for
thank you
that
for your
locker
service.
room soldier.
Yes.
Wish you the best of luck. Bob, I ain't got no
I
rep.
like Hundley.
Pretty sure Ingram going to the Bills or something like that.
Bob, I ain't got no rep for you.
I would love to see, like I said, Dez on the practice squad. Maybe bring back a Willie Snead, but I don't think we will.
Please don't bring me.
I want to see Duvernay and
You know, so
Prochet more.
Hey, Dwayne Haskins for the Steelers. Let's start in 2022. Let's go.
All right, let's
Dwayne
go.
Haskins 2021-22, baby. Let's go.
Let's go, Brady, baby. Give us what the people
It's
want.
funny because you was rooting for both of them all season, even though you don't. Really
Well,
like
my
them.
friend Aaron Rodgers, who it is recorded in the
All right,
history books,
Let's
that
wrap this
he
up. He's
I'm waiting.
he
talking.
was going to be the MVP. I said Aaron Rodgers was going to be MVP.
We can cut all this out.
No, I'm just saying Aaron Rodgers was going to be MVP. I predicted it. But like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. And till next time, let us know your thoughts on the games and the Ravens. We gone.